Arguably the most beautiful large city in America, Pittsburgh is also one of the most unique and interesting cities in the country. I visited the city a few weeks ago and I would describe it as a hidden gem. In this series, I will briefly touch on the city's history, population, skyline, and a few things that make it unique. Now let's meet Pittsburgh.
Hi everybody and welcome back to Refreshing Adventures with Sierra Mist. I of course am your host Sierra, and I first of all just want to say thank you so much for being here today. I'm going to be talking about my most recent work trip, which was to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This trip actually was a little bit of a combination of work and pleasure. I have several friends that are in the bodybuilding circuit, if you will, and every year in Pittsburgh on Labor Day weekend, there's a big pro show. So my friends invited me to join, and while I myself don't compete, I am very interested in fitness and very supportive. So I thought, why not make a little work trip into a little fun trip? So that is where I went. First thing about Pittsburgh, the airport is located about 25 to 30 minutes outside of downtown. So when you fly in, it's very green, very open. You're flying over neighborhoods, things like that. You'll get in your car and you'll start the drive to downtown, which is where most of the action is and where you would like to be. Beautiful drive. You're going to be driving through hills, some small mountains. You'll see businesses up. I mean, it's just beautiful. Then you'll go through a really long tunnel. And when you pop out of the other end of this tunnel, which actually goes through one of these mountains I'm talking about, it just explodes into this beautiful, vibrant, busy downtown area. Pittsburgh started right on the river. It was a steel mill city. A lot of their industry was in the steel industry, hence the name of their National Football League team, the Pittsburgh Steelers, which we'll talk about in a little bit. So what I did while I was down there, of course, I stayed downtown. I stayed at a Drury Inn right off 7th Street in Grant. It was a great hotel. You definitely need to check it out. It was great staff, great ambience, a lot to do, a lot to walk to. So that would be my recommendation.
And now, a message from our sponsor, me. Hey y'all, thank you so much again for being here. I really appreciate all the love and support, and I love sharing my travel adventures with you. With that being said, I have even more to show you. So if you'd like to see more of me, check the links below in the comments and go to my other socials. There's so much more fun we can have together, and I really hope I get to talk to you soon.
Pittsburgh is full of very cool bars, very cool restaurants, walking tours, all kinds of things. So while I was there, I wanted to find a restaurant for my friends to eat at that had a extensive menu. So we went to the Warren Bar and Burrow, which is just like a little like dive bar vibe, but they had everything from sushi to wings, craft cocktails. They had everything. It was amazing. Service was great. So definitely check them out. We also walked around and saw all the theaters. Pittsburgh has a great theater district. They have 3 major theaters, so you'd have to check that out. They have the Pittsburgh Orchestra. Of course, if you're a football fan, you can go check out the Steelers Stadium. That's right there on the river. The Pittsburgh Pirates, their stadium is also located downtown. The rest of what we did was pretty much just walking around, taking those walking tours I was talking about. There's a lot of bridges in Pittsburgh. They go back and forth over the river. Again, because the city was built on that river, that's where a lot of their historic districts are. There's a state park. Point State Park is there. So really, as far as like an East Coast cultural city, Pittsburgh is a great spot for that. We really just chilled out, lots of bars. Again, the weather was beautiful. I would definitely recommend going there before wintertime. So next week, I'll be talking a little bit more about Pittsburgh just because I feel like I have so much more to say about what the city offers. So be sure to tune in. I'll have some little fun facts and maybe some more names for what you can do while you're down there. If you like this video, go ahead and give me an actual like. I love that. I always appreciate that. Thank you again for joining me. See ya.
Me again. Just reminding you that all of my adventures and more can be found on all of my other socials. So check that link below in the comments, and I'll see you there soon.